Hello and welcome back to Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. I hope this video finds you well. Well, Songkran or Songkran is the Thai New Year. It can go on for a week. In fact, some of the government have been saying it can go on for 21 days. But here in the village, we celebrate it for basically 3 days. It was on the 13th, by the way, 13th of April, which was the Sunday. This is the Saturday, this is the 12th. We're going to the temple, maybe to say some prayers, but also there's going to be some dancing later. So we were told. So they've made the entrance now. This is the entrance. Normally this is just plain, just nothing there, but this is what they've done to the temple. It's stunning, really. I don't know how much work has gone into this, but when you actually walk in, it's really impressive with all the lighting. We'll talk about the lighting in a minute, in a big time. But as you can see, right the way around the temple, there's lights, and there's the actual temple. Now, when we first arrived, I thought there was nobody here. I think, my word, we've arrived early again, and nobody's actually come to do any dancing and come and listen to the music. And then when you look a little bit closer and you can actually hear the prayers going on, you then realise that the place is absolutely packed around the temple. There's so many people there. You can hear the prayers being said, but inside that area there must be 400 people, and they're all connected by string again. As you can see, they all have the string going up and down the rows, and then it goes round the head. So every one of those people are connected. And as I say, it goes right the way around the actual temple. There must be a good 400 people in there. Really, really busy. And that's the stage over in the back there. And then once the prayers are all said and all done, and the wish, then we would start dancing. This is Diep's stepmom basically arriving saying, "Where's Diep?" Anyway, that turned out to be a bit of a problem because all that lighting overheated the power system, and it all went kaput. So there was no dancing at all until much later in the evening, evidently. But all the fuses went just after that video. This is now on the 13th. I wanted to show you this. This is our land. If you remember rightly, I've said to you several times before that this was originally a bog. We filled it with soil. 126 truckloads of soil came in and levered it all off. And we've now the only people to actually have grass, because if you look at everybody else's land around, it's just as dry as a bone. And no grass at all. So when the cows and the buffalo go off, there's just literally nowhere for them to go and actually feed off grass or anything. So we're the only ones to have grass. Now, if you're wondering how we did that, this is the lake at the bottom of our land, and we've drained that and put all the water that was actually in that lake into our fields. So we had a pump which was just run off a generator, and it's literally pumped all the water out of there and pumped it into our fields. Now, don't forget, this type of soil holds the water because it's like paddy fields, so when you put the rice in, it will actually hold the water. So that's why we've got grass. It was quite interesting watching the guys drain it, because they had fish in there, and over 2 nights they had barbecues down there cooking the fish which was coming out. Now, as I say, this is the 13th. This is the day of actually Songkran, and we're expecting people from the village to come in the evening to celebrate with us. They go around the village all the time during the day, and they go around to different houses, and different groups will come and actually say a few prayers at each house. But as you can see, we made our garden look a bit clean. I did all the road and made it look sparse, and the chai and Diep cut with the grass and made the garden look rather good for the expecting people. Now, as you know, that we've been doing quite a lot of work in the garden just lately, and This particular area does get quite boggy when it does rain, but in the meantime it's dry as a bone. And as you can see, Chai is actually planting seeds. Now when I asked him what he was planting, he said cucumbers. Now I don't sure if cucumbers will actually grow like that, but he put cucumbers and long beans in there as the tractor. You've probably seen that many times before, our tractor. Anyway, so yeah, the garden's all been cut and looked rather yummy and clean and tidy for everybody to arrive later in the evening. I will go and show you just some of the plants that Yep has already put in the ground. As you remember rightly, we had the guys come and actually build us a, I don't know what it's called really, there's probably a name for it. Yeah. Anyway, so as you go through these bushes, these are all mango trees, and we're walking through here and you can see the garden looking rather good. Now then, in the evening everybody did arrive. It is tradition that you wear something a bit like a Songkran shirt and the over sort of dress in crazy flowery colours, and as you can see here they're dancing around. I'll shut up and let you listen to the music for a minute. 'They cover the faces with talcum powder, as you can see. I'm not quite sure what the talcum powder means or whatever, but as you can see, everybody has actually got some sort of talcum powder on their face, and they're dancing around water. It is the water festival, they call it. If you go to places like Bangkok or Pattaya or Hua Hin, it's mainly mad. People have all got super soakers, and people just literally throw water everywhere at you. In our town of Prasat, if you're stuck at the traffic light, some youngsters will come and put water on your windscreen for you. It is a basically water festival as part of their new year. When they arrived at us, they got fed, because this was the last place, a village, because we're sort of slightly out of the village. We were the last call, and they were about to disappear all off to the temple after we've been and done our bit, but they all had refreshments which was supplied by, I think, a committee, and Diep and some of the ladies had actually cooked food and had all food prepared. So when everybody arrived, they all got some spicy noodles, I think, with some sort of sausage in it. It took them probably in the morning to actually do. Now, every time they go to a house, they actually will say prayers, and this is Diep getting prepared to have her blessing on her and our home and all our land. I think that's what they're doing. I remember seeing it last year. It was the same sort of thing. They have different alcohols, from Pepsi to Sprite to Thai whiskey, and it all gets mixed up in a bowl, and she's actually presenting him with the whiskey and the candles and money. There's 1,000 baht there, which all goes back to the committee who actually do all the arrangements for all this. And he's opening the Leo, and he's just about to open the Thai whiskey as well, which is the pull on the top of that. So there's the Thai whiskey, and then that's all blessed. And I think it's basically to say that he will wish you good health and prosperity over the next coming year. the people arriving here will actually touch the app. Again, it's to do with passing things on. I think it's a little bit like going back to the temple when you have the string and everybody's connected. As you can see, that is touching as the prayers are being said. We're looking for a lighter so we can light the candles. Suddenly realised there was no lighter to light the candles. A quick sneaky look at Chai. He's filling his super soaker from the tap next to the washing machine. So somebody's just about to go and get slightly wet, I think. So after the water's been sprinkled around, you get a Satu, which is basically Amen, and then you get the usual. Again, notice the touching as he says a prayer and puts well, just a piece of string actually around your wrist, and everybody will, have a piece of string by the end of the 3 days, or maybe one piece of string, maybe 2 pieces of string. And I'm just about to be have my piece of string put on there, which I'm still wearing actually, which is why the camera's just about to go a little bit strange. Anyway, while that was going on, everybody outside was still partying. You can see they got the bowls of food, and now they're actually partying to the music from the truck. The truck that come along with the people. It's got a big sound system on it, and everybody's either eating or drinking or just basically having a bit of fun. There's a bit more talcum powder going on. It does get everybody involved. As I say, there must have been probably about 30 people who came. Oh, the old boys turned up. Noticed the shirt. I actually was given this in Antigua. My brother and his wife Ali were actually out in Antigua, and we went out there with my mum. And the actual shirt is originally Antiguan shirt, but it did come in handy for these type of events. Anyway, so everybody gets covered in water, and I can tell you they're just about to disappear off to the temple now with a bit of splashing, and I got extremely wet. Somebody came behind me and poured water all down my back. Anyway, so that was our Songkran, our new year. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a little bit longer than normal, this one, but people, I hope this video finds you well. And this has been Skeggsy on the farm in rural Thailand. Bye bye for now.